Okay, I'm here to talk about tackling crime in Wiltshire and Swindon, as I'm standing as your local police and crime commissioner. Today, I have the Police Minister Kit Malthouse to answer some of your questions. Minister, local farmer Mr Butler has raised the issue of illegal hare coursing with me, and together with local MP Danny Kruger, we have looked at the problem out there on his land, which is a similar story over much of the Wiltshire countryside. This particular farmer has gone to great expense to do his bit and put anti-coursing ditches around his fields. Wiltshire is a rural community and is plagued by illegal hare coursers who are terrorising remote and rural communities. What grant funding will the Home Office be able to provide to support specialist equipment such as drones, ATVs, four-wheel drive vehicles, or anything else that might help to tackle these rural terrorists?
Well, it's a great question. And as I'm the constituency neighbour of Danny Kruger, and I've seen exactly the same problem in my constituency, it's one that's close to my heart. I think there's a number of things that we can do. First of all, obviously, an increase in the number of police officers will give you more capacity to look at rural crime and in particular these issues. Secondly, we have got a thing called the Safer Streets Fund out there, which is providing money into police forces to look at structural improvements, physical things they can do to make their areas safer, and it now applies to rural areas too. But third, we need to recognise that many of these individuals are part of organised criminal enterprises, and they're very often involved in other types of crime that we see plaguing rural areas, like machinery theft and other types of vandalism. And I do think there's something that can be done about getting forces to work together in an area like Wiltshire, Hampshire, Thames Valley, where we see criminals crossing boundaries, to share intelligence and to bring their efforts together to apprehend these individuals. But critical to this, though, the key to all of this is reporting. One of the big issues that I think people in rural communities, certainly in my constituency, don't understand is that modern police is driven by data, and that if crimes aren't reported, the police don't know they've happened. So you undertaking a campaign to communicate those concerns, encourage people to report, and then directing your force to see this as a priority, working with other forces, I think will have a big impact.